It is wild the amount of different directions that my mind takes on a daily basis. You know, I was thinking about it. I was looking at creativity. I was looking at just my capacity to like maintain creativity, right? And it's just so wild how many different things just take my attention, right? I'm learning, right? I The way that things used to be is that I would get, sucked into this, that, and the other, right? I wasn't really aware of like time and energy management back then. But now, as I heal and I look at what's most important to me and really just like investing my time and energy in ways that are just actually beneficial and have a serious ROI, it's like, okay, well, where do you really want to put your focus, right? What are you going to allow your attention to be taken by? It may have been yesterday, but one of these days I was on social media and my attention was almost taken by something, and there was a level of like curiosity in me. I was kind of like, I wonder. And I looked at it from a glance and I was like, this seems dramatic, right? It seems like it consists of all of the stuff that I'm trying to get away from, right? So I just kind of like, no. And when I say no, I mean I just decided not to get myself, time wise and energy wise invested in it. And it's actually wild how challenging that no is to not only say, but to actually follow through with. Something that I've noticed about healing is that what I've been very used to is just kind of like allowing anything to take my attention. And the more I heal and the more I realize where it is that I've placed my attention, the more I realize that what I've placed my attention in has just been not really that relevant or important. And it's actually challenging for me to say that because I would rather not have to say that, but that's just, in terms of accuracy, that's the way that things have been. So I look at it now and I'm trying to do the best that I can to, in the moment, stop myself before I actually allow my attention to be taken by whatever it is that's there. And ask myself, do I really want to invest in this? Right? And the answer is usually no. It's kind of similar to how, like, I was talking about, I'm pretty sure that I've talked about this in the past video. When it comes to boundaries, one of the most fascinating things that I've learned about boundaries is that if you do it in a way that makes it so that you don't have to share everything that's going on in your life or everything that you're doing with everyone around you, you save yourself a lot of time and energy. Like, that's the reality of things. And so as I've learned that and as I've actually like practiced that, which is also challenging because I'm also somebody who's used to telling people in my life about what's going on in my life and whatever it is that I'm doing. So that's actually going beyond my comfort zone and challenging me to present myself in a way that is different or opposite, right? But truly, when you create boundaries around what it is that you decide to share with people, not to mention most people just have, opinions like crazy about whatever it is that you're doing, right? And the opinions are also just complete bullshit. But when you create boundaries around what it is that you decide to share with people, you can move a lot faster towards what it is that you're trying to, accomplish, achieve. And as I started to learn that, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just not going to share everything with everyone. And not only that, but there are going to be a very select few people out there that I actually do share with. The more I grow, the more I age, the more I heal, the more everything, the more I just see that, you know, everything, not everything, but almost everything, is just noise. It really is. It's not going to do anything special. And, yeah, most people, I would argue so. Most people don't like to hear that. But, getting back to what I was talking about before, because it ties into everything, it is absolutely wild, all of the directions in which my attention is taken on a daily basis. And really just trying to maintain focus. All the while, just being gentle with myself. Of course, I'm going to give into different things. That's just the way that it is, right? That's really what healing is. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. The more I heal, the more I see everything for what it is. Stripped of all of the bullshit that people try to, Christmas present wrap it with, right? All the bullshit that everyone tries to dress it with. The more I heal, the more I see everything for what it is. The more I see words and really understand what it is that they mean, right? Let's compare it to YouTube, right? Clickbait. Yeah, a lot of YouTube is clickbait. And that's really what a lot of life is, right? It's just noise. It's just noise. It's just a bunch of people saying a bunch of shit that's just noise. And it's bullshit. So, this ties into what I'm talking about, because I was saying before, it's wild the amount of different directions that my mind takes. The different thoughts that I think on a daily basis. Society, life, the media, news, people. There is so much toddler-esque, immature energy out there in the world that wants to grab your attention. And it might not be intending to do this, but it wants to... I guess wanting is intention. It's a fucking distraction, is what I'm trying to say, really. It's a distraction. And it will do nothing other than distract. Because, again, like I was saying before, a majority of everything is kind of like comparable to YouTube. It's fucking clickbait. And it uses words to reel you in, to get you to believe a certain fucking narrative that's also just bullshit. It's crazy. It really is. It's wild how many different directions my mind takes on a daily basis. And how oftentimes those directions pull me away from what's actually important to me in my life. It's wild.